I'm not trying to.
And we're back here at Pizza Hut in Bucyrus with Coach's Corner West, and we have with us as our guests for this segment the Buckeye Central softball team. So we're going to be talking to Coach Todd Messmer and 5 of his players. We want to remind you that, first of all, that we're brought to you in part by Doug Luthold and Adam Weisner and Associates at Advanced Fiber Technology, Coach Tim Plumley at Mohegan Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation, Matt Studer, Spitzer, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Kia, 1 Mile East of Richland Mall, Rob Lust at Edgefield Animal Clinic in Marion, Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, Frank Kaitlyn and Associates at Bucyrus Blades, serving worldwide markets since 1951. And Roger Brown at Rooms Lock and Safe on South Poplar at West Orange Street in Bucyrus. So we have with us, first of all, head coach Todd Messmer.
How we doing?
Doing well, ready for this weather to be over so that we can play softball.
Yes,
Get rid of this winter.
We're ready to be outside.
For the folks that aren't familiar with your program necessarily, how many years have you been the head coach at Buckeye Central?
This is my second year.
Okay, second year, all right. Okay, good. You've had other softball experience in the past.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I coached, I was assistant varsity at Winfrey, and I was also JV coach at Buckeye 3 or 4 years ago.
okay, all right.
So,
Okay, so you come to the program with some experience
Yes.
to take over the head coaching job. So, Coach, like we said, look forward to being able to get outside and do some stuff. I'm sure a lot of your stuff up to this point has kind of been in the gym.
yes, yeah, we've been in the gym doing glove work and throwing and fundamentals, but we like to be outside where we can have the whole field. We do outfield and situations, and hopefully it's always a different look when you're in the gym as it is outside.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There's no comparison, really. You're right.
Right.
And it's better than not doing anything in the gym.
Right, yes.
But, yeah, definitely the preference is to be outside.
Right.
So, how are you looking numbers-wise this year? In pretty good shape?
Yeah, we got 9 freshmen.
Okay.
And
That always helps.
Yes, we got a good core that'll be coming back in the next few years. And we got 15 total. We had 18 or 19, but a few of them decided that they didn't want to play, so we're going to move on with our 15.
Yeah, play with, as the coaches say, who shows up.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yep.
Who's there, you play with who's there. Okay, so likelihood that you won't have a JV team, so they'll all be varsity.
Yes. So we're going to make sure that some of the younger ones and some scrimmages and different games get some playing time.
Sure.
Get them developed.
You don't want to
for next
waste a year.
Right, right,
Especially with your freshmen.
right.
Okay, all right. How are you looking at as far as, or how are you seeing the league? I think the league's going to be a little different this year. Bucyrus, lost probably the best pitcher in the league.
Yes.
And that's going to, be a challenge for them.
Right. I think, all in all, the whole league is going to even out a little bit because a lot of teams have lost a lot of seniors, and I think it's gradually going to catch up where everybody's going to be on an even playing field. So I'm looking forward to the season, and I think that we're going to be competitive. I got a lot of confidence in these ladies, so got some senior leadership.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I don't want you to put any bulletin board material where the other teams
Right.
when they happen to get a glimpse of this podcast.
But I think it's going to be pretty even. I mean, you got the Crawfords and Seneca East and them, but I think we'll be able to hold our own.
The key is in softball, probably even more so than baseball, is pitching.
Oh, yes.
If you've got a pitcher, like Worcester last year, you got a pitcher, you can piece together small portions
Yes.
of offense and
Yes.
and win some games.
Yes, I got a freshman pitcher this year that's coming up, but she's got a lot of travel ball experience. So she's been in tournaments and big games. So we're going to be relying on her quite a bit this year.
Okay, good. Yeah, like for instance, we're talking about that. Crawford has the student girl.
Yes.
And she set records for home runs in the league last year.
Oh, yes.
And so she's going to be a senior this year, so
Oh,
it's probably
she's
going to be
phenomenal.
more of the
Yes.
same.
Oh, yeah.
But on the other side of it, she's a pitcher also, but she's not the type of pitcher we're talking about.
Right.
So her her strength is going to be in scoring runs. So whether
Right.
if Crawford can come up with a pitcher,
Oh, yeah, they'll be definitely,
they'll be right up there
probably
probably.
at the top, yes.
And they have that tradition. So
Yes, they're always a good program, so.
Okay, so we're going to talk to the girls a little bit, and we are going to do that after we remind you about our sponsors. Lee Plymel and Brad Seibert at the Plymel Insurance Group, Bucyrus and Gallion. Hannah Newton at Wendy's, downtown Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky. North Central State College, Mansfield, and the Crawford Success Center in Bucyrus. Vince Ponziani and Associates at Waycraft Industries. Rod Steiger and Associates at Pizza Hut, Bucyrus and Gallion, which has been the host of the show since 1992. And the Burkhart family at Burkhart Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on the Manette and Winchester Road. All right, Coach Mesmer has brought with him 5 of his players. We have 3 seniors, a junior and a sophomore. So we're going to start out with Kaitlyn Best, and she's right here to my left. And Kaitlyn, thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
We know you're busy this time of year, getting things ready, get things going. What position do you play primarily?
I play second base.
Second base, okay. Because some people are kind of utility players, they can play a number of different places, or some people have one position and they kind of stay there. So second base is your position. Have you been in a softball program for your entire high school career?
I've been playing since T-ball, but only been in the Buckeye programs last year and this year. I transferred last year, so.
Oh, you came into the Buckeye program? Okay.
Yeah, I went to Seneca East.
Ah, okay.
For a while.
Sort of the little backyard rivalry there.
Yeah.
I know there's a little bit of a transition. I don't want to open any wounds, but the Cecil girls came back to Buckeye Central this year for the basketball program, so that certainly helped their situation there in the basketball situation. Okay, and so what you were here last year, so this is kind of your second year. You're getting a little more familiar with the program. How do you see yourself maybe advancing or improving as far as this year is concerned?
I think this year, we'll have like a bunch of friendships that'll help us all get through. Just having like a team, like family bond would hope to get far. Like he said, we have a really good pitcher coming up, and I think we have a lot of girls that are just familiar in where they play, so that'll help out.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Kaitlyn, and enjoy your pizza. Whether you guys take it home or you eat it here, it's up to you guys. Next, we have Olivia Sherwood, and you are a senior. And Olivia, what positions do you play?
I play shortstop.
Okay, so you're, again, a single position person.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to run into some multi-position people here.
yeah.
You almost have to have that.
Well, she can pitch if she was called upon.
Yeah, I'm like a backup.
She could be like a backup,
Okay.
legacy pitcher, so.
Sure. Yeah. You have a few innings.
Yes.
Sometimes that you need that during the course. Because, during the course of the season, softball, you're playing a lot of games in a short time.
Right.
So it can put some pressure on them, especially the pitcher. You're right. So now, do you play other sports as well?
I do not, no. I used to my freshman year, but just been focusing on softball.
Primarily softball.
Yep.
Okay. And have you been in the program for all 4 years?
Yep, all 4 years.
Okay. All right. So you're familiar with not only coach, but also the other players because you've come up through the system. Yen 10 is a really tough softball league. I mean, you start looking at. I talked to coaches from outside the league that are in the area, and they will all say, the Yen 10. Like we were over at Mohawk, went to the regionals last year, and I was talking to the AD over there, and he says, "Did they win the league?" And I said, "No, I think they finished third." And they're in the regionals.
Right. Right.
You can't.
Exactly.
They can't even win. They can't even finish second or first in their league, and they're in the regionals. So that kind of tells you the strength of the league to be able to do that. So you kind of know what you're up against because you've been around it for 4 years, and you know know how the other teams are.
A lot of competition.
Okay. Any particular plan for you since you're a senior? Thinking about playing softball afterward, or you're just gonna maybe go to college? And
I
see
think
how
I'm
it
just
works?
gonna go to college and see what goes. Maybe like an intramural sport, playing softball.
Sure.
'Cause I love the sport and I want to keep
I
playing
was
it.
gonna say a lot of people don't recognize that. They think, oh, you're gonna go to college. You're not gonna play. Okay, you don't play. Doesn't mean you're not playing.
Yeah.
You're just not on the varsity. Yeah, you can still play.
enjoy the sport.
Still enjoy the sport. Okay. Olivia, thank you for coming out tonight, and enjoy your pizza. Next, we have Nora Lane. Nora, you are a sophomore, and what position do you play?
I play first base
Okay, all right. And how long you been playing softball?
since I was little.
As long as you can remember. I know they have a nice little program up in New Washington for the younger kids, and they've kind of been playing recently in recent years with like the Cyrus guy and Preston.
Right, yeah. I did the New Washington. I do travel ball here and there. I sub. I used to be on teams, but I don't have time for it anymore. So.
Yeah. That travel ball is very time consuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a granddaughter. She's only 10. And she played travel ball last year, and
Yep.
10 years old. She's
I know.
Yeah. So it can get crazy. It can really get crazy. Do you play other sports as well?
I did, but I haven't this year. Softball. I'm focusing on softball.
Okay, focusing on softball. Okay. Well, you got 3 people here that are focusing on softball.
Oh, absolutely.
For you, that's a good thing.
Oh,
For
absolutely.
Buckeye Central, that might not be the best because usually in the small schools, we talked about it with even with Cyrus, a bigger school, sharing athletes.
Right,
It can be important. But hey, I'm not putting that down. I think that's
Right.
that's okay. That's your love and that's your passion. Go for that. Okay. And so what are you looking for from a personal standpoint as far as the season?
Well, I'm always looking to improve. I'm very excited for Kaitlyn to be next to me this year at second base. We have a great time, so I'm looking forward to that. A lot
Double
of-
play combination.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh
All the
yeah,
time.
all the time. And I'm just looking forward to getting to know some of the freshmen.
Here, a lot of new people.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of new people
With
that.
I
were
was
in
gonna say 9
program.
freshmen. That's
Right.
9 new players, right?
Yep. Just different atmosphere than it was last year, so
Okay.
very excited.
Good deal. All right. Well, good luck with the season coming up. Thanks for coming out tonight. Next, we have Stella Betts. And Stella, you're a senior also.
Yep.
And what position do you play?
I play third.
Third base. Okay, so we got all the infields.
Pretty much.
You've been in the program for 4 years?
Yep, all
Okay.
4.
So you're a solid Buckeye Central person coming
Yep.
in. Okay, coming back for your senior year. So you play other sports besides softball?
I ran cross country.
Oh, okay. All right. That keeps you in pretty good shape. Cross country and playing softball in spring.
Not me.
Are you looking to play beyond high school, or you think
Not
this
really.
probably not?
I'm going into a difficult major. I want to do chemistry and nuclear physics.
Oh,
So I don't think I'll have a whole bunch of time to focus on anything but schoolwork.
do you know where you're going yet?
Either Michigan or Cincinnati.
Wow. Okay, so you're not going to small time programs. You're going
No.
to some major places. Okay. Good luck with that. And what are you looking for as far as your senior year?
Just to improve myself and work on leadership and just make friends with all my teammates. And I'll be sad when it's time to go.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it always is. It's kind of bittersweet. You know, you're going to go to the next step in your life, but at the same time, you kind of leave behind, like you say, friends and teammates and things that you knew there. All right. Thanks for coming out tonight, Stella, and enjoy your pizza as well. And last, we have Eva Lewis. And Eva, you're a senior.
Yep.
Okay, and what position do you play?
I'm going to be catching this year.
You have the entire infield.
Yes.
That's
Pretty
good.
much.
Mr.
Yeah.
Pitcher.
That's the entire infield. Okay. Have you played at Buckeye Central all 4 years?
Yep.
Okay. So got a couple of experienced veterans
Yes.
back
Yes. I'm excited
to
about
help to
that.
go along with those freshmen and kind of get
Yes,
them going.
for leadership.
Sure. Okay. And do you play other sports besides softball?
Yeah, I did golf this year.
Oh, you play golf. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I can remember Buckeye, I think, was one of the first in the county to get the girls' golf program going.
Yeah.
So the other ones sort of followed suit, but I think you guys were one of the early ones to do that.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Yeah, they had some good teams. You're right. what are you looking forward to this year as far as your senior year, like Stella?
It's gonna be a little different because I'm catching this year since we lost both of our catchers. So hopefully just to improve on myself and get through it.
So what positions did you play prior to?
I played third.
Oh, third base, okay. Okay. Anything in particular you're looking forward to as far as the season is concerned for you personally?
Just to help out the freshmen and get them going because we do have a lot and there's not too many of us upperclassmen. And that Nora can help everybody out in first base because I think we've got a lot of first basemen too. So just to improve on everything
Sure.
and help everybody.
Okay. And are you looking to play anything beyond high school, or are you just going to go to
Probably
college?
not.
Just go to
I
college.
have horses, so I do that a lot too and go around and show everywhere.
Okay.
So.
Okay, good deal. All right. Thanks for coming out tonight, Eva, and appreciate all you girls coming out. Again, you have to drive in from New Washington. It's not like Cyrus Winford, they're right here. You guys have to make a little bit of a trip. So appreciate you coming out. And we're going to come back. We're going to have a couple of final comments from Coach Mesmer. And we'll do that right after we remind you that we're brought to you in part by Blythe Freedley and Todd McDougall at Freedley and Company Insurance in New Washington, Ted Coder at Monarch Body Shop in New Washington, the Ohio State University at Marion, a Big Ten education close to home, Mike Kleinite at Ag Credit Residential Lending, Osiris Mount Gilead at Marion, Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center, and Luann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing, and Signs, Route 309 across from the Marion Depot. So, Coach, I haven't had a chance, with all this basketball's been going on, to even look at your schedule. How's the schedule look? Is it pretty much what you've had in the past, or have you changed up a little bit?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same schedule we had last year, but we play like Winford and a few of the other good teams toward the end of the year this
Okay.
year.
Because they rotate the
Yes,
schedule.
yes. So we got some scrimmages with a good Shelby team, and then we can play Galleon, and then we play Northmore.
Okay.
So it'll see what we have when we start doing our scrimmages.
When is your first regular season game?
I think it's our first game will be South Central. It's a doubleheader. It's on a Saturday.
Okay. All right, so we'll start that first Saturday that you're allowed to start.
Yes, the first Saturday. I think it's the 28th of March. I think somewhere around there.
And you hope the weather cooperates.
Well, yes.
And a lot of times it cooperates in the fact that it's dry enough to play, but
Right.
it can be pretty cold.
Yes.
I've sat at some pretty cold Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon
Oh,
softball.
absolutely. Especially
And
at
baseball.
our field,
Uh-huh.
it's like a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
So when you get 30 or 40 degrees, it's like 20 degrees.
Yeah.
So
Yes. So, okay. And, again, looking for some, just like you said, you probably, with 9 freshmen involved in the program, you're probably going to be looking for improvement
Yes.
as the year goes on.
yes, I'm looking for improvement for each game, and hopefully, everything's put together by the end of the season, where everybody's bonded and playing together as a team.
Yeah, and especially when you're coming in with a new pitcher.
Yes, yes. So I'm excited. It's a whole new season and
Sure.
a whole new atmosphere, so we're excited.
And as you said, maybe I think Mohawk's probably going to be still pretty good.
Yes, they will.
But some of the rest might come back to the pack a little bit for you. And if nothing else, at least make you a little more competitive.
Yes, that's what we're looking for.
And it
So,
gives the girls a little bit more confidence.
yes, looking for improvement in each game, and we'll go from there. We'll just put it all on the field and see what happens.
That's all you can do. Okay. Coach Todd Messmer of the Buckeye Central Buckhead softball program, and he brought along his 5 players tonight. We thank them for making the trip in from Northeast Crawford County. And we want to have a special thanks to everyone here at our Bucyrus Pizza Hut, including our Pizza Hut General Manager, Crystal Stewart, our WQEL engineer, Cameron Moon, and I don't have a remote camera operator tonight. She was in the first group. She runs cross country, Harper Boggs, and she came with Dad, the coach.
Oh,
So she
okay.
went home with him. She didn't help. She wasn't working tonight. She wasn't on the clock tonight. So Cam's doing double duty here. And so on behalf of all our guests from Bucyrus, Winford, Buckeye Central, this is Dan Messerschmidt. Have a good evening, everybody.